All right. Ooh, it's been too long. And by too long, I mean 2 weeks. Oh, good. It's been a whole year since the last time. Aren't those jokes so funny? Like the "I'll see you next year" bits. Oh my goodness. Classic comedy. Sorry, 1 second. I'm gonna adjust the camera for just a second, and then I'll be ready to start. Be ready to start. Sorry, well, that's definitely not right. Yeah, let's go like 3. A little bright, and then we could bring down the brightness. Just like that. We can like fine tune the brightness. My hair's already crazy. Let's see. Oh, and the color. Let's play with that too. All right. Okay. I think we're good. All right. So, like I said, it's been a little while. Hi. I just play with the light a bit. I want the glare to be not too distracting. There we go. Okay, I can stop staring at myself. Okay. We're in it. We're here. All right. Hi. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be continuing to work on this little lady over here. Not sure why it was in black and white for a second there. But yeah, we're going to keep working on stuff. I think now we just got to work on more of the I'm not sure. Where are we? As far as like the progress. Finish the shadows. I think we were good on shadows. We did the background. I think next we're going to be working on the light coming from inside her, or the fire coming from inside her. And then just tweaking the lighting. So some of the glow inside of her that I worked on. Obviously the light coming from the flames around her is going to be like tweaked up. It's gonna have to be brought up. I'm gonna keep looking at things for a bit. It's like a desaturation layer, but I don't know where I put it. Where in the world is this? Oh, I think I just got rid of it. That's weird. Okay. I'm gonna keep that there for a bit. This is like a little guide, so obviously I've pretty much got most of the shadowing that I wanted done. I think I just need a little bit more of like a bright rim light on everything. So the fire is technically all around her, but it's gonna be stronger from, you know, the chest because it's literally internal. And the eyes as well. The eyes aren't gonna be they're gonna glow, but they're not gonna be like emitting light. The chest is actually gonna be emitting light. Yeah, sorry, I haven't even started my coffee. Oh, this stream is gonna be a mess. Sorry, hold on, let me put up my overview. I didn't even realize my chatterino wasn't up, so I can't see if anybody's saying anything. Okay, that's it up. So yeah, I'm gonna be setting up a rim light on her, but I'm gonna wait until after the fire. I think the fire is gonna be like the last actual like arting I'm gonna do. Like I don't know what to call it, the like sketching drawing phase. Maybe rendering is the word I'm looking for. But yeah, I should pretty much cover that. I think we're all set up. Probably gonna be going to 9. I don't think we're gonna be going for a longer stream, but we're gonna have to see how it turns out. Okay, so let's jump right in. Bye. So for the Heartfire, this is what we got right now, which is a little bit too much. But maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe we'll keep that. So I'm gonna put the opacity like really low. You know what? Tell you what, I'm gonna turn off the fire entirely, just because it's a little bit too distracting. Well, so basically, I'm gonna render it first, then we're gonna bring back in the fire and try to like work out like, okay, so we're gonna want the heart fire to stand out a little bit more. We're gonna want the background fire to kind of dim down. Maybe I'll add that desaturation layer while everything's gonna be black and white. Or sorry, it's gonna just be a lot less prominent. I'll bring down the contrast. We'll see. All stuff I can tweak. Where am I? This is the background. Bip. Okay, so let's start. Is there gonna be any color that's like special to this? I think it's gonna be more of like a red. I might make it just as make the same color as the rest of the fire, but we'll have to see. And we're gonna start with like more of a maybe a little bit of purple, maybe a little bit of the reddish or browner color. So there's like two shades of dark red. There's like the more brown shade, which is like, you know, just a little bit of black in it. And then there's the more purplish shade where it's just a tiny little bit of blue. Okay, let's see. Good, I love lag. Let me grab the brush that I was using for the fire earlier. Yeah, this one. This is a very like hairy brush. You know what I'm also gonna do? I think I might also just like paint in like a heart, just like hanging in the center. We're gonna see how that goes. So let's get like the silhouette of a heart. It'd be nice if I actually knew like the size of a heart for a person this size. I don't think it's like huge or anything. Maybe some veins where it connects to. If this idea goes well, I'll clean it up and actually like look up where the veins are. But just to give you an idea. Okay. Then maybe like I don't know, what can we use? Maybe just like a softer color. A softer red color. It'd be nice if I can make it look like it's glowing from the inside, but we're gonna try to focus on just like getting like more of a body to it first. This probably looks like a mess right now. I don't know. I kind of like it. What might even be better is instead of a red, we go with the black. So it could like really stand out. So, and then we can go for more of a silhouette and then really not have to focus on all the details. So let's try that for a second. Or maybe because it's on its own layer, let me just like lock it. Grab this really dark color. This is more of a green, but you know. Just a second. Come on, give me like a heart. There we go, that looks great. That is really detailed. All right, let me trim out some of it so we can get a little bit more focus. Just go away. We don't know all this. Oh, come on. Kind of too close there. Make the brush smaller now. Okay. Now let's turn it around. No, hold on. This would make it like fit. Can I make it a multiply? Oop. No. Hard light? It's not hard light. Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay. So let's try to like work in like this shape to be a little bit better. Oh, I see. So you got one vein going who knows where. Got some smaller veins going here. Okay, so something like that. Let me like center it a little bit more. Oh wait, there's this. I have a layer for this. Bah. Yeah, like right here. So let's turn off that reference. We could probably delete it, but let's keep it just in case. You never. All right, and then we can get back to where I was. I think this was the color that I started with. Make this an eraser again. Go back to my hairbrush. Okay. Oh, this would go over everything. And I want it to almost look like it's exploding out of the chest too, if I could. Oh, let me take off this silhouette. The vignette. That word that basically means the circle shadow that goes around the entire piece like an overlay. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to keep things, I don't know, like dynamic, where it's like you can like really feel the flow of everything. I'm gonna probably erase some of this just to give like a little bit more texture to the individual lines, but we'll see. Hold on. And then also, like I said, I did consider like dialing it back a bit, because I mean this was it before. I mean, I like the lines. Like you can see like some of the erasing that I did here. It gives it like almost like a clear vibe, almost like the light's coming in and out of it. So I like it, but you know, we're gonna have to make it not too chaotic where it takes away from like the fire in the background as well. Unless we want to, because we can dial the background back as well. We'll have to see. First we have to make it, then we figure out where the balance is. Oh, yeah. which one needs to come out more than the other. It's like tired. I say I'm tired, but I'm probably not going to bed until like 7 in the morning. It's just as soon as I start putting my mind to something where I'm just sitting down, that's where my brain usually starts to like lose energy, which is a shame. It also doesn't help that I don't get great sleep, so I don't have like that much stamina to begin with. Is this too kooky? I might include a little bit more of that too. Just like some fun shapes or some more like spirally shapes, so it looks a little bit less like actual fire and a little bit more, you know, kind of magic and intentional, because it's like it's more of like a metaphorical flame than an actual, like, you know, flame that you would see. The flames in the background are actual flames that are maybe coming off of it. So it's like a magic fire spell that starts an actual fire. Although it's not a spell, you know, like we're just talking in like imaginary words right now. Sorry, just a second. I want to check my post. Making sure that Instagram hasn't 100% deleted my ability to get likes or anything. Okay, yeah, there we go. I'm getting a few likes. So I'm still out there. It'll probably be like a couple weeks before Instagram starts giving me any kind of push again. But that's fine. It's whatever. Instagram is what it is. The algorithms, they literally control us. Okay, let's start dialing it back. Give it a little bit more depth and variety. Hopefully, we'll see how it turns out. Okay. Just a second, let me get a drink. All right. just slowly, piece by piece, we're building it together. This is very similar to like the last stream where it was just all me working on the background, where I was just adding a single lick of flame and then erasing some of it and then adding a little bit back and erasing some of it. It's just getting that right balance of texture that I want. It's like part of me is just like, oh, I can just like leave it random and no one's really gonna notice, but it's like I still want to like spend the time and effort trying to make it look how I want the flames to look. So I could very much just like leave it where it is and not have to, you know, concern myself with exactly whether or not it's you know, the most well organized. But sometimes, you know, like you want that extra stress. Sometimes, very rarely. You don't want to get too comfortable with just being like, nah, no one will notice anyways. Because that voice is very loud once you get too comfortable with it. The one that just says, you know, like you don't have to do all that work. All right then. So, while I keep working on this, where have I been? So, the last time I was here was 2 weeks ago. I said that I was going to be going to the mountains, and unfortunately, that is not what happened. We had a big, I think it was called a blizzard. I don't know if it was that bad. I think it was just, you know, different locations, you know, obviously, different formed weather. It was definitely colder than it normally is. Way faster than it normally is. But such is global warming. Things are a lot less predictable. But anyways, so it was, they ended up canceling the Airbnb that we rented for just, you know, safety reasons. Which I understand, and you know, it's probably for the best, but God, it sucked. You know, like we had already asked for days off. And it was literally like the day before we were gonna start packing. So maybe like 2 days before we actually left, where we got an email just telling us like, by the way, we actually can't honor the, you know, the reservation. We're gonna be paying you back in like the next week. And we got the money back, but it's just like, man, I would have risked it. You know, we already bought like the snow chains and everything. Like we were ready for like a trip up there. Yeah, so instead we ended up just staying home all week and I don't know, occupying ourselves when we were supposed to be, you know, we weren't gonna do much in the mountains anyways. We were just gonna like chill, play games with each other, board games. But I did, and we still ended up meeting and playing D&D, a D&D session that I played. It was my first time DMing. It was their first time playing D&D at all. I've played a lot of D&D. Not a lot. Like there are people who have played D&D that are like you know, they like every week for, you know, 20 years they've been playing. Sometimes even just like the one session. I've played for like maybe 5, 6, 7 years, and have done, I don't know, like you could probably just say like 100, like a good 100 sessions. Some of them were, you know, one shots. Some of them were campaigns that went on for like a couple sessions, but then before we dropped it for another one. Yeah, and then it went very well. Like I was actually really surprised. Like all the dice worked out how I wanted it to. All the story beats worked out how I wanted them to. Everybody seemed pretty into it. There was enough stakes. People got close to dying. You know, it wasn't one of those where it's like, oh no, a fearsome enemy drops from around the corner and like in 2 turns it's dead and barely anybody gets a scratch. It was like games where, or matches where like 2 out of the 5 players are knocked out. One of them almost dies. but they finally managed to get it done by the end. Like that's a good fight. You know, that's a good solid fight. And then, you know, everybody gets a short rest and time to move on. And then they get to like go further down the dungeon and do it all over again. And then like as far as like the random encounters, like the I'm playing Dragon Spire or Ice Spire Peak, Dragon of the Ice Spire Peak, something like that. And they have like a random roll table where you can see if the dragon roll is just like randomly pop into a town that you're going to, you know, just roll and see where it lands. Then you might have to fight, you know, you can sneak past the dragon, you know, it depends on what the players end up deciding. So I did force it at the very start, you know, I didn't even roll, I just said, you know, the way it starts is like almost like basically like the intro to Skyrim. So like everybody was on the cart, you know, just chatting it up, and then all of a sudden a dragon swoops down and, you know, takes some livestock, and everybody's terrified, you know, just at the ground for like, oh yeah, it's dangerous right now, and it can literally drop in at any time. And then, you know, at the very end of the session, I decided, you know, I rolled and bam, instantly hits on the exact area we were at. So, you know, like within like the last 5 minutes of the game, I like set up this cutscene just on the fly of like the dragon swooping down again, but this time instead of taking just like a cow for feeding, it actually takes like a villager. And all you hear is like them screaming as it's being carried away for food. And like at the very start of the game, the players were actually like planning on fighting the dragon, but because it was like a cutscene, I just like moved right past it. I was just like, we were going to see this dragon drop in and drop out. You guys aren't really going to get a chance to fight it, you know, because like obviously they're level 2. They're not going to be able to fight it like a dragon, even like a young one. But that second time, after like they actually fought and nearly died to like very low level enemies, they started to get more of a sense like, oh, we actually aren't equipped to fight this dragon, so maybe we should just like hide. So, you know, like having like that last little bit of stinger, like everything comes back around into place where it's just like they start seeing the dragon, they do a bunch of quests and forget about it, and then all of a sudden, right when the session's about to end, they see that dragon again and they're reminded, hey, you guys could die at any moment. Like, that was perfect. I love that. I also looked up some like ideas that other people had to make things interesting. One that I really liked was that they you could make like a rival team of like adventurers, and there were some people who are part of like organizations that are a little bit like, you know, chaotic, you know, like I'm trying to think of what I'm trying. They're a lot backstabby is what I'm trying to say. So like there's a little bit of rivalry room there where it's like, do you want to have like the edge up on your this other guy in your organization before he becomes leader? So, you know, there was like a little bit of room for me to have like a rival adventuring team that's going to be taking the quest. So the way that it works is there's 3 quests. If you complete 2 of them, you get another 3 quests. So I decided that 3rd quest, you know, whichever 3rd quest they don't do, the rival team is going to take up, and they're going to be like constantly on your toes. Like, as far as like getting the quest that you won't even take, and then, you know, to come back with, you know, all the items that you could have gotten but missed out on. And I mean, I think like if like the players knew that they were missing out on items, they might feel upset about that. But, you know, like there's plenty of loot later down the line, especially since like those 2 new quests are going to be way higher in rewards. So you could be, you know, you could cry over missing 50 gold pieces, but there's already like another 2 opportunities for 100 gold pieces each. So, you know, like we can keep going. We can keep moving on. I do need to think of what's gonna happen with them. You know, I'm probably just gonna like make some higher level fighters to see if I can like have them like fight each other or maybe talk it out. We'll see. You know, that's one of those things that we're just gonna have to see what the players decide. Yeah, I had a super fun time. I'm very much the greedy player that always like lets the DM do stress about everything, and then I come in and just, you know, have fun doing whatever I want to do. So it was a nice change of pace to see, you know, DM myself and actually see what it's like on the other end of that. I've always had like an appreciation for like, oh yeah, there's like, you're juggling a lot when you do this. So whenever it was my turn to do it, I didn't want to DM, but because I was the only person that knew how to play D&D, obviously like I would have to be the person to actually step in and be like, you know what, fine, I'll do all the prep work and, you know, read all the notes, see what's gonna happen. Then, you know, like come up with things on the fly in order to like get things going where we want it to. Get those nice moments. One of the tougher parts was the fact that the friend group that I'm part of is like pretty crude. So, you know, like penis jokes, the fart jokes, not necessarily fart jokes, but, you know, that like level of like, you know, intelligence, you could say. So balancing like all those kind of jokes to, you know, which one's funny enough to let us just have fun, and then which ones are a little bit too, you know, like over the line where they're like, you know, like before I go, I stab him on the neck on the way out. You know, it's like that's a little bit, you know, too much. Where I'm like, listen, I'll let you guys have fun, but like, I'm not gonna let you just stab an NPC just for the lulz. Like, you know, like actually have a reason for your character to do that. And thankfully, I talked with them beforehand to be like, hey, listen, this character, he's gonna be, you know, the selfish, you know, character that will actually ruin the entire party's chances if you want. So you're gonna have to keep an eye on him. You know, like you're the good orc paladin. You're gonna be the one that has to actually keep everybody in line and actually not killing everything in sight, unless that's what you choose to do. You know, like if you can, you know, reason that you guys just want to fight this thing, that's fine. Like they fought the Manticore, and I gave them like the option of like talking to the Manticore, or like I mentioned that they can take sacrifices. I had them make like a nature check or a religion check. I don't remember which one, or a history check. I don't remember. But none of them rolled high enough, or I think only one of them rolled high enough. And then I told them like, you know, they accept sacrifices, and they were like, they considered like sacrificing one of their teammates, but it wasn't like that serious. And they went in for combat, so that was a good fun moment. I didn't want them to just peace talk it, because I think I had like 2 other encounters where they managed to like barely peace talk everything down. And you know, I don't want that. I don't want it only to be that. I want to do a little bit of both. Because just because there is a peaceful way doesn't mean that's exactly what you want. Kind of like in like Fallout games and Elder Scroll games, or I could just say Bethesda games, where it's like you can have like a persuasion check on everything, but is that really like, you know, you could persuade your way into everything working out for you. But you know, like sometimes it'd be a little bit more interesting if the persuasion can get you something, but it doesn't exactly mean you get what you want. It just, you know, changes things up. Sorry, one second. That's not to say that isn't the case with Bethesda games. I just don't remember any moments. But it's hard to tell, because, you know, I'm also one of those guys that will just like look up like what happens if I do this, and then like I'll be like, oh no, like that's not exactly what I want, so I'm just gonna like kill this NPC and then loot him. Just shoot him and loot. How are we looking? Not bad. I think this area over here needs more work. I think everything else on the right was looking good though. At the top and the right. It's looking full. There's enough like variety in the shapes. And then we can do what we did earlier, which is add like a second color on top of it. And even more like refined shape or refined depth to it. Let me not put too much of the red here too, because I just remember that there's the floorboards and I really like how those look. Let's try popping in the flames just to see how this looks together. Okay. So yeah, it's definitely a little, it looks really chaotic right now. But I think once we get maybe like a second shade onto this heart flame, the more red bits, then we'll get a more better contrast. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Oh shoot. Sorry, my brother's texting me. 1 sec.
Hey man.
It almost feels like a D&D joke. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. They're sending non-stop TikToks. I think this space right here is a little empty. This right here feels a little bit not textured enough. And then maybe just a few more lines right here, of like just cutting into the heart just a bit more. Because they all look like they're coming from the hole, but not necessarily the heart. So let me try like adding just a few more thick lines that go like that emit from this area. Too much. Too much. Too much. Rubbing my eyes. Okay. I think that's good. So let me go ahead and put this in its own group. And I think I'm just gonna add like a white, maybe like a pinkish white. Like a really bright pink white. Like something like this. And then like add like even just like a little bit of brightness to like some of the more concentrated sections. Sorry, I'm playing with the blending modes to see if there's one that I particularly like. Let me get back away for a second. Okay. Focus. How was this looking with the fire? One second. Oh, my keyboard's broken, by the way. So I have a second keyboard back here, which is why I'm reaching all the way back here. Sorry, I'm experimenting with like I'm gonna pass it here real quick. Oh, sorry. Some of the layers in order to make the colors pop out a bit more. Alright. Anyways, just experimenting. Not sure how I'm feeling about it just yet. See, I like the flow. I like the shape of it, but I don't know what it's missing right now. Fog, I think that might be it. Hold on. Let's use like a warm gray color. Yeah, let's try it again. I don't know why I didn't just drag and drop it. Let me see. For smoke, let me try grabbing one of these watercolors. That's weird. Oh, there you go. I think that might be a good one. Sorry, the screen is moving very slowly because these brushes are huge and complex engines, and the computer's just chugging along. It's barely getting the details in, or whatever like strokes I'm doing in. Oh, it's on erase. That's why it wasn't doing what I wanted it to. Oh, I'm gonna. Hmm. I think I nearly just fell asleep while streaming. Alright. It's a good sign. Let's see. I was looking for a brush to kind of make like a, I don't know, like a, what is the word? Embers. Let me do like a bright color just so I can see it. would be a good one? Luminosity. Divide. Divide's kind of interesting. Addition. Hard light, I guess. And then we need a good like amber color. Maybe like a... Oh, I got an embers. Whoops. How do I do this one? Oh, I see. Okay. I'm doing this all on the wrong layer. Hmm. Just a sec. I'm gonna look at some stuff. I added back in some of the embers because I was smart enough to at least make the erase layer like a separate layer because I knew I would want to dial back in the embers, and I might not have remembered exactly how I did the embers in the first place, which I know because I got the brush out of like a pack of like 100 or 200 brush. So I'm looking up like some, I don't know if you guys can hear me from all the way over there. I just realized the mic was really far away. But yeah, I'm just looking for how exactly do I want to depict the fire in the heart, or the fire erupting from the heart. There we go. Now I'm seeing some good ideas. Okay, hello. Let's see, can I find these artists? 1 second. Sorry, just a second. Looking if I can find the source of some of these images. Wow, okay. Found the source for one of them, but it's a deleted page. Here we go. Sorry, one of these web pages blocks the image, so I'm gonna have to actually look for the image. It should only take a second. I know how to do this copy image. I know how to look through the input source, whatever. There we go. All right. So let's move these guys up. Paint them purple to let me know that they're just reference material. All right. So this first one that you see right here is Peter Black. So Peter space Polach. I'm fairly certain this is his piece, although he has a very odd signature that kind of makes it so you can't really see anything. Oh, let me double check. Oh my goodness. Sorry, 1 second. I don't have the letter. I don't have the letter P on my keyboard. It doesn't work, so. Come on, show me one with the signature so I can double check if he has that weird signature. The texture of the images look very similar. Hang on. Okay. I think I'm thinking pretty certain because now it's starting to cross-reference. All right. So yeah, the first one is Peter Polak. Peter space Polach. So this is this guy. So I'm gonna keep this in the background because I really like the way that he has that like glow coming from the inside, and I think I want to do that whenever I get to drawing out the ribs, or drawing out the glow that's coming from within. Besides, you know, the giant hole in the chest, like it's like an internal fire going throughout her body, and we're only seeing like the opening in her chest. Then I also have another one over here. Where did it go? Bah. Where are you? Oh, there you are. And then this is Rick Stoltz. So RIC space STULTZ. Don't know nothing about the artist. Hold on a second. I don't know nothing about either of these artists, by the way. But yeah, it looks like they do kind of more of I don't know if this is pop art, modern art. I forgot the genre. Cubism? Might be cubism. Anyways. I don't remember too much of the genre terms. You know, separating art kind of gets a little wacky. Oh yeah, you can see the RS down here. All right. So I like that his is almost like a black heart, and then he just put in a little bit of the red on top of that, just like a little, like almost like a burnt to cinders. It reminds me of like Mike Mignola, how he does like a very like blocky heart shape. Like he has such a weird, unique style that I always love to reference because it's just unique. You know, like it's hard to replicate. So I'm gonna see if I can start with that. So we're gonna go for more of like an orangish burned color. Then we're gonna kind of like scratch it in. Let me see what is a good texture brush. The obvious one is chalk, but I want to maybe see if I can get something grittier. This brush doesn't really work at small sizes. Let's try it. Something else to try. What about you? Not really. How about you? Almost. Ooh, hold on. The paint scraper. Duh. Yeah, that's good scratchy texture. Ooh, let me pull out that heart reference too. So I can get more of a... So I can remember where exactly all this was going. Okay. So I ended up looking up more things about possibly getting an iPad. I was looking at maybe like older models, some, you know, like refurbished models and just using those. But I think I might be able to afford like a newer model. And that way I can kind of get like a, you know, like a trade-in warranty and all that. So I might just save up because right now I'm still like paying off a 4K movie player, and I think I'm gonna wait until I finish paying off that, and then I'm gonna go for the tablet. And that should be like around April, so it shouldn't be too long. But you know, like I don't want like two really big payments like just piling on top of each other, because you know that can get very unstable very quickly, where you just got payment after payment like piling up on each other, and you think like, okay, this is only $40, but then you know you got that $40 piling on top of another $40 from another payment that you didn't even think about. I really like this ember look. I think it was like a random like debris sketch texture, and then like I put it like a glow on it, which I think was perfect. That was a very loud click for you guys probably. And maybe just like an even brighter orange texture, just to like add to it even more. A little bit too bright. Let's try like a more burned color. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. So yeah, I plan on eventually getting an iPad for art and trying that out for a bit. That might make it so I like actually am able to make more digital pieces, because like I'd be able to like travel with it. But who knows? I might end up hating it. In which case, I'll probably just use the tablet for, I don't know, watching videos and reading. If I ever decide to read, because I use my phone way too much. But you know. It is what it is. I'm gonna dial back the orange so I can bring back this red color. Just a little bit of variety, a little bit of texture. But not too much. Could I put any of like this really bright red? Give it like a more of a like fleshy tone. Just like maybe just like splattered around a little bit here and there. There you go. That's gnarly looking. I like that. I like that. All right, I think I'm gonna finally delete this heart reference, because I think we're gonna be good on the heart. I'm really pleased with how that heart looks now. My energy's picking back up now. I fell asleep during the stream. That's really bad. I only woke up at like 3. But sometimes it's just how it is. What usually helps me is like I need to like do something like that puts a lot of my brain power. And sometimes, you know, art and streaming doesn't actually use that much brain power. It's just kind of in the background. So like literally while I was doing most of this art, like my brain was like in another area, just thinking about an entirely different topics. I was mostly thinking about like the inspiration of like what brought me to this piece, like the kind of emotions I was feeling at the time. And it made me very not happy. I'm all right. I'm doing fine. We're already back in. Let's see. I'm gonna tweak the color a bit. Oop, oop, oop. Not that way. Hang on, I'm playing with a bunch of stuff now. Nope, that's not multiply. Uh-oh. That actually did manage to separate it, but I'm not exactly sure how it did it. We got a lot of things going on in the background now that I think about it. I might need to simplify things even more. Sorry, I was getting distracted. All right, let me see. Oh, it just made everything darker. Okay, so it added like a little bit of like shadow to everything. So basically what I did was like I added a purple to everything. Man, is this getting too much? This feels like a very obvious statement that I could have asked like way earlier. But I don't know. Cuz I thought I could eventually make everything work, but like this is hard. Cuz now my issue is that I want the lines on the front to really stand out. Hold on, I'll keep tweaking it. Give me a minute. Wait, why is this? No, not. Let's tweak this drop shadow really quick. Oh, I never made a window for this one, so you can't see the settings that I'm doing. I need to remember to add that. 'Cause I've been using a lot of outer glow lately. Oh, that's nice. So now the like shadow, I put a little bit of noise on it, so it's a little bit like more crackled. Oop, that's not what I meant. Oops. Once again. Oops. Oop. Why is it not doing anything? Changing the blending mode, but it's not actually changing anything. Okay, there we go. Now we got an effect. Oh, I know what's going on. It's because it's within a group, so it's not actually doing the blending mode. I have to change the blending mode of the group itself in order to change anything. There we go. Now I got it. Hello? Did that change anything? Maybe I'm just an idiot. Is it? I think this is the same thing. I'm not inside the group, so I have to. So it's not changing anything. All right, so maybe this is the one. There we go. I got it now. I was just staring at it do nothing for like the past 5 minutes. I guess we were seeing it do nothing. There we go. I'm gonna bring back in the desaturation layer. Oh, that's the ember. I was like, what the heck is that? That's crazy looking. Sorry, I'm playing around with the some of the layers to see if I can make things work a little better. Sorry, ignore that one. That's crazy. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Sorry, just a second. It's coming together. Oh. Remember when I said this was gonna be like a quicker piece? Yeah, I lied. But it's alright, I lie all the time. Okay, so I think here's the next step. We're gonna make it a erase layer. I'm gonna delete this. First. Erase. And it's going to put a pass through. How should I do this? Let's try this one. Oh, hold on. That didn't blend as well as I thought it would. Nope. I'm humming to myself. I should do that. Sorry, I'm just staring at it a lot, trying to figure out what I like and what I don't like. Just to see how chaotic it would be. No, it's not too bad. I think I do prefer to be this the thinner, wispier look. Okay. All right. Sorry. One sec. All right. So as you guys might have noticed, I'm having a little bit of trouble figuring out exactly what like level of balance. I muttered that out loud, so it's not that much of a surprise. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out like a balance between the fire coming out of her chest, the heart, the face, the background. I think the background's the easiest one to sacrifice. I can do a lot to the background. So you see I'm blurring it. I'm adding like desaturation filters. I'm adding like little shadows to make it like push it even further into the background. What would it look like without the blur? Yeah, yeah. That's now I'm just playing around with it for a second. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, like I'm trying to figure out how to like best focus all this like mess into chaos. I'm nearly there. I think maybe one more stream. I don't even know if like one more stream would like be there's enough for even one more stream. But yeah, I just need to keep tweaking these like little things as far as like the background, because I need sorry. Let me dial this back. So there's the heart flame, there's the character, then there's the background. The background, I can, do a whole bunch of things to make it fade into the background even more, literally the background, so it doesn't like take up too much space. The only thing is like I want you to be able to tell that it is fire, like I want you to be able to tell like there's a direction to the flame, like you can see that it's centering at the rooftop, which is what I think flames tend to do. Like they kind of roll up the building and kind of like center towards the roof of the building, and that's why it like peaks out. I don't know what that is. There's probably some science behind it, but it is whatever. So I need just enough of the background. I need basically just the face to look to be able to be focused on. Do I have that layer where like where everything gets gradients? Not the gradient mapping, but like specifically the I do not. Let me try doing that. Grab purple, multiply. That's not, I don't know what I just did. Now I got it. Okay, so now now I added like an even bigger shadow towards the character itself, herself. 1 second. I'm gonna dial back the silhouette here, just a touch. So now I added a little bit more focus towards the face because the lighting is brighter towards the face than the rest of her body. Because you know the pants aren't really the details. Let's see, what else could I do? I know the embers are also a little bit noticeable, so let me try dialing that back. Okay, that's about good. And then the big thing is supposed to be the heart fire. I think the heart stands out enough. The heart, I think, is doing a great job. Good job, heart. But the toughest thing is the flames exploding from her chest, which sounds a lot more violent than I'm trying to make it. But that's a lie. I am intentionally trying to make it sound dramatic. But like finding that right balance of what to keep and what not to keep as far as like the flames is really tough right now. Like how much is too much? I think this is too much of a mess to keep in. Let me like erase a lot of that. Ooh, hold on. Seeing like an the embers, that should probably go even higher. Okay, back to the fire. I should probably be stopping, but I can't help myself while I still have like the ideas. Like what I really need to do is I need to make sure I have enough time to like sit down and actually look at this piece. Either the day before I start working on this or like an hour before I actually start streaming. Because I think I really just need like time to actually just sit down and like think about the piece before I even like start touching it and working on it. pull some of her hand back in. There we go. Okay. I think we're pretty much going to call it here. All right. So I'm getting better at finding the exact balance that I want. I think I'm like really close. So all that's really left for tomorrow is just even more tweaking. Or sorry, not tomorrow. Next Tuesday is just more tweaking and adding some more lighting. Maybe like the glow around her head. And then also like colorizing the lines, if that might add anything. And then it's just from there, it's just gonna be like little last minute adjustments, last little additions to see how we can really like finish this piece. I think next stream might be the last stream because I really don't see myself like being able to find much more to do from here. Like this is pretty much like almost a finished piece, like even now. But I just want like one last session, just look it over, think about what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna be moving on. I might even think of like a second thing to work on just in case like the stream doesn't go on for very long. So we'll see. But yeah, here's where we're gonna end it. I'm gonna do the sign off in just a second. I just want one last second to just look at it. Just give me a minute to look. Okay. All right. So thank you for watching. Even if you were only here for a few seconds, even if you're just watching the archive stream, which will go up on my YouTube channel later. I just appreciate anybody being able to spend time and just hanging out, watching, being able to share my art is really fun. You know, like I don't get as many opportunities to do that as I want. So yeah, thank you. Feel free to check out my Instagram. I just posted something earlier today. That's usually where I post my art most like first, because you know it's just a much more active platform and easy to spread my like what's the word thing? Spread my art. I don't know. Get myself out there basically. As much as I hate social media. But anyway, it's not the point. Yeah, so yeah, check out my Instagram. It's the same as my name here, I believe. Am I still? Okay, no. It's Raul A. Pena _art. And it's just a picture of my face. I have orange hair in the picture, I think. Anyways. So yeah, check that out if you want like the most up-to-date stuff. I also post a little bit about my life. I usually try to keep it just about my art though. go ahead and check out my YouTube channel. Those are also linked down below. I have 2. There is the full stream archive, which, you know, obviously just uploads the entire stream from beginning to end. Then I also have a time-lapse channel where the entire stream is sped up into like a 5-minute chunk, so you can keep up with my progress in a much more, you know, manageable size. And you can see like all the progress that I made. Then once everything's done, I combine all my time lapses from one single piece into what I call a supercut, which is all those streams cut down into like maybe 10 to 15 minutes. So you can see the very first few lines that I start to the very final touches at the very end with all the adjustments, all the colors, everything. And those are really fun. I love doing those. It's just really amazing seeing like a piece start from like a sketch all the way to the very end. I love seeing that. It makes me look like I actually know what I'm doing. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Also feel free to check out my DeviantArt. It's another place where I keep my stuff pretty up to date. It's usually a little behind, and it does have some of my even older pieces that aren't going to make it Instagram. Sometimes I'll post extra stuff that I'm not, you know, too happy with to my DeviantArt as well, because it's more of like a just hodgepodge of everything on DeviantArt. Let's see. Make sure to check out my commission sheet down below. So I have commissions. I am available for commissions. So if you wanted me to do art for your character, you can check out a lot of my like examples of D&D art in my Instagram and other places. So yeah, I'd love to help you work on your character for your D&D, Vampire the Masquerade, you know, just whatever kind of character you want. Or it could even be like a comic book character, a book character that you like, you know. Just give me a description. We can talk about exactly what you're looking for, what pose, what background, what setting. Yeah. So yeah, check that out. Think about my rates. And if you have any questions about exactly how much it would be, you can just go and talk to me and we can get that settled. And then if you're not interested in commission, but you still want to give me, help me out, I would appreciate you checking out my donation link to my PayPal. Just a little bit to help incentivize me to keep spending time on this platform and, just have as much fun as I can. Because, I mean, I do this just for fun. I don't expect to be a millionaire or, anything from this. It's just, it feels good not to do all this art and just keep it to myself. Like, it feels good to be able to show it off. But, like the money would absolutely help. I like money. I think everybody else here would like money. We still live in a capitalist society. We are not in the communist dreamscape. But that's besides the point. I like whatever you would feel. Just check it out. Consider it. It's down there. And also, supplies. Obviously, it helps me get more stuff to improve the stream and give me more options as far as art. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So next stream, probably going to be the last stream of this piece. Finally going to get it all finished. I'm really happy that this thing is nearly finished. For the love of all that is holy, I promise I will try to figure out how to do a much more quicker piece, because I don't know, this is like week 6 or 7, or session 6 or 7 if you want to think about it that way, of working on this piece. And as much as I love it, I want to be finished. She wants to be finished. Look at her face. Isn't that the face of somebody that wants to be finished? Look at it. Look at it. She has a mustache. Okay, that's enough. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Hope you have a good night. I'll see you next week at 6:30 p.m. No more vacation. No more holidays. We're all good. Have a good one.